Gross, man. What's going on, Patrick? Yeah, I don't know what happened, man. Everything was set up. I was connected to the internet, and I don't know what happened, man. I'm a little upset that my live cut off because I liked the thumbnail I had too, and it matched up with everything, man. And I was like, man, I was on a roll, and I was all ready to get into the zone, and my live just cut off. So I don't know what happened because I put you guys on hold. I know that much, but I don't know what happened. But thank you for everyone that jumped right back on. My apologies. I don't know what's happened. But right now, I'm done cutting up my cucumbers. So my cucumbers look like that. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. So I got a combination of both the shredded ones up and the ones that are square. And the next thing to add to this cucumber salad are snap peas. What I like to do is these snap peas come in a bag like this. So if you're using snap peas like this, make sure you rinse them off because you don't know where they've been, guys. So what I like to do is rinse off my peas. So make sure when you're using anything in a bag, no matter what it is, always rinse it off because sometimes I believe when food packers pack when they pack food and they put it in bags, I kind of think that they don't properly clean the cucumbers and what have you. So the thing I am cutting up now are these cucumbers right here, or snap peas. They're really sweet. So this is what I like to do. I only cut them in half, but if you like, you can even do this too. See? And then you throw them in, man. So what we're going to do is this right here. Let me see if I can go really fast so then that way I can continue on. And I'm still watching the comments. You may not see me, but I'm watching the comments. Let me see if I can lower the screen just a bit so you guys can see my cutting skills. Hey. So this is how I normally would cut these. It's been a long time since I cut up snap peas, but this is how I like to do it. Because when you're cutting, the way I like to hold my knife is right here, your pointer finger and your finger behind the blade. And when you're cutting, you gotta make sure you're holding in your food like bear claw style. And then, like what some people like to do when they're cutting is I've seen people cut different ways of cutting. See, I've seen people cut like that, where they lift up the whole knife and they cut like that. But I don't like cutting like that because it's too much effort trying to lift up your knives and gradually go up and down, man. So this is the way I like to cut my peas, though. I like to make sure it glides and you have the motion of how to cut food, but this is how I like to do it. And then you slide it across your knife and you dump it in your bowl. And you continue on with your next batch. With your snap peas, man. Because you can even eat it the way it is right now because it has that nice crunch flavor or that crunch sound to it. So that's what I like to do. You just slide it on and you throw it in your bowl. And this is actually the first time I've actually am making a cucumber salad. You slide it onto your knife and you throw it in. And then you do it with your other batch right here. Slide it onto your knife, you throw it in, then you finally get started with your other half of your peas right here, man. That's what I like to do. Then you slide it on, you throw it in. There you go. And that's how you snap peas, man. Or if you want to cut them up the way it is, then you're welcome to. What happened? Yeah, guys, like I said, I don't know what happened with my stream, man. It just cut off really fast. Let's see. I don't know what happened. It just kicked me off. Maybe because they think I'm doing an actual cooking show, but I enjoy cooking, and if anyone still logs on and enjoys me cooking, man, you're welcome to jump on and ask questions and what have you. And the next thing to add to this here cucumber salad is, well, this isn't in these aren't inside the recipe, but I seen them and I thought I'd just add them to add a little bit of flavor to it. Some radishes. I bought these from Fry's. I like how organic they look, and they look really red. And I thought I'd just go with the radish, man. And it's been ages since I had radishes too. So what I like to do is just cut them off the stem, and you just break them off and continue on, man. Just break them off and cut them off however you want to do it. But what I like to do is I don't like to throw away the leaves here because from what I remember, the leaves of a radish are really good in potassium, man. Not potassium. I forgot what vitamin they're potent in, but what I like to do is I like to save these right here and put them inside of a smoothie. So I like to save these, and then whatever leftover radishes I have, I always like to do the same thing too. So if you like, you can throw these in a smoothie, in a vegetable smoothie, or if you have rabbits or goats. If you have sheep, then you can give them this right here, or if you have goats, they can even eat these too. Or if you live out in the Flagstaff or where there's a lot of wildlife, you can even feed these to the animals. Or if you're all about that composting, these are even good too. So what I like to do here is cut up my radishes, man. So make sure you take these off. You don't want these little stems on here. So it is what I like to do when they cut off these little stems, because they look unsightly and it just looks more clean when you're cutting up radishes, man. And just toss those out. And if it has these little bulbs on here too, you can also cut these off too. See, like that, like that. Like that. Make sure you don't cut too much off. Like, don't cut half of it off just to get the little tiny bit. Just all you got to do is take off just a little tiny bit from the top so you can take off the green parts. So what you want to do is that right there again. And bada bing, bada boom. You don't need these green parts, but if you prefer to eat the green parts, you're welcome to eat the green parts. And I want to see what it looks like if I use the mandolin when I cut up my radishes. So that's what I'm going to use also again. If it doesn't look good, then I'm just going to cut it up in bulk size. So make sure if you have a mandolin, you can probably even cut these up with the mandolin. I've never tried, but I'm going to give it a try. But if you don't have a mandolin, you can just cut them into little tiny chunks inside your salad, man. So this is what I'm going to do. Oh. So if you guys have any questions about how I'm cooking, or if you have any questions on anything related to my cooking style, you're welcome to ask. Or if you have any personal questions toward me or want to ask any questions about me, you're welcome to. See, and then when you cut up your radishes, they have this really nice thin color, or this really thin niceness to it. And then you just dump them in your salad. So what I'm going to do is I've cut up for some of you logging on, I've cut up cucumbers, I cut up snap peas, and now I'm adding radishes to it. And the last thing I'm going to add is tomatoes. Those little cherry tomatoes I love. I love cherry tomatoes because they have this really sweet flavor to it. And I always like adding it to soups and especially my curries. So I like the way it looks, so I'm just going to end up using my mandolin for the rest of the radishes. Just toss that in there. And these are really nice. So as I said before, if you ever make ratatouille, this mandolin right here is really good if you want your slices that come up really thin and perfect. So I'm going to continue with the other radish, man. I remember one time I used the mandolin, and I didn't have this device, and I think it was a potato I had, and the potato was getting really thin, and I was like, okay, I think I can get it one more time. So what happened was I had the potato right here, and I slid it all the way down, and I cut a good chunk of my finger off, and it was scary. I was like bleeding everywhere, and I messed up the food. But thankfully, I don't have a scar from it, so my finger healed up pretty good. So I'm gonna cut up another radish, man. And you throw that on, throw all these on, throw that on, and you throw on your last radish. This is my last one, and then I'm gonna add my tomatoes to it. And then once my tomatoes is all good to go, man, then I'm gonna add the seasoning to it to give it that cucumbery flavor. I'm guessing that's how you say it. So this is what my cucumber salad looks like. Let me show you guys. Rinse off my hands, and then I can give you guys a sneak peek of what my cucumber salad looks like. And this is what my cucumber salad looks like. And let's get to some comments real quick. Patrick Vegas, Big P in the house. Big P, right on, dude. Michelle, my animals, they eat everything, especially the pigs. Hey, dang, that's gotta be scary. Animals eating animals, but then us people eat animals, so it's all good. The leaves have vitamin C, iron, and potassium. There we go. That's what I was thinking. And if you guys ever get in contact with snap peas, these are actually pretty good too, whole by itself. Because they have like a really sweet flavor, and I like the crunch of it too. So the next thing I'll be adding are cherry tomatoes. Yep, so my favorite tomatoes in the world are these cherry tomatoes. And as I always do, even if the vegetables are in a packet or if they're in a box, I always rinse them because you do never know where your vegetables have been before they got to your table and into your cart. So make sure you always rinse off your vegetables. It's better to be safe than sorry, right? Normally I would cut them all in a row, but right now I'm feeling kind of what do you call it? Feeling kind of fragile with these cherry tomatoes. So you keep cutting them, and you just throw them in your little salad right here, guys. And don't worry about the juices getting everywhere because the juices from these cherry tomatoes will make this salad insanely good. So you just toss in your cherry tomatoes and your little salad here. For some of you logging on, as I said before, my apologies about the live. I don't know what happened. It was working good, and I just wanted to put you guys on quick hold because my friend here, she came by and she don't like being shown on my live, and I said, all right. So I had to kind of mute it and cut her off on my live. So yeah, guys, my apologies about the live. I like I said, I don't know what happened. I'm guessing it's the graphic I'm putting as my as my weight screen. I'm guessing that's messing up my live. That's my guess. That's my best guesstimation, man. So what you're gonna keep doing is cutting up as many cherry tomatoes as you want, and just be careful. You don't want to crush your cherry tomatoes, man. You want to get as much juice out of them as you can because the juice from the cherry tomatoes will run about within the salad, giving the salad a good sweet flavor to it without having to put too much sugar. Or I don't know, people put sugar in their salads, but I've seen people put crazy things in their salads, man. But I try to keep my salad as natural as I can without adding any preservatives and what have you. So I'm almost done here, and the next step is pretty simple. It ain't nothing special. So you just continue cutting up your cherry tomatoes, man. And we're all done with the cherry tomatoes. And that's what my salad looks like. Oh yeah, I forgot one last thing too. When you're making your salad, you can also add this if you like. You don't have to, but you can also add this right here. Italian parsley. So it's rare that I use anything like parsley or parsnip or anything as such. But I'm gonna give this a try because the book I got this recipe from, it says to add this, but I'm going to add it to see what it tastes like because, as you all know, I like to add different flavors and realize different textures and what have you in salad. So I'm going to add this to my salad. I'm not going to add too much because, as I said, when you're cooking and you're unsure about an ingredient and what it tastes like, you can add just a little bit to it just so you can get the flavor of it, but don't add too much because if you add too much, you won't know if you like it. If you don't like it and you added too much of this ingredient to it, then you'll have wasted all this food. So what I like to do, since I rarely use this, I only add a little bit to it just so I can get an acquired taste to it and I can get used to it if I want to end up putting it more in there in the future. And as you all know, even though this is in a nice package, I always rinse everything I have before putting it in food. And this is what I like to do, man. Make sure it's nice and well. You don't have to wait. We don't have to wait for your lettuce or anything, your seasonings or your herbs to be wet. But me, I like to do it because when you have wet ingredients, it's real easy to hold, and then it's controllable and it doesn't get everywhere. So this is what I like to do. And then, since everything's all cut sideways, this is what I like to do. Kind of move it to the side like that. Make sure it's all bunched together. So then that way, once you get it all together, it doesn't scatter everywhere. So you keep doing this again so all your ingredients are nicely minced together. And if you want to double, triple check that everything's minced, you keep continually doing that. You can even do this with what's that thing called? Chives. Not chives. The stuff they put in carne asada tacos. This is how they do it. They have a really sharp knife, and they keep doing it until everything's nicely minced, so you don't have any big pieces of herbs inside your salad or wherever you want to have it. So what you want to do is keep doing this until everything's nicely minced. Or what I like to see people do is, I see people do this too. Like the knife is gonna flip and they hold the top, and people hold knives like that. It's pretty cool though. But like as I say, I only hold my knife like this. And then all your ingredients should be nicely minced. So what you're gonna want to do is just dump everything inside your salad, man. And don't waste a bit, man. Sometimes you won't get everything, but the I'm a little tongue-tied right here. You won't get everything, but as long as you get the majority of all your ingredients inside the bowl, that's all that matters. Waste not one, I say. All right, everyone. So this is what the salad looks like. Let me show you. I've added cucumbers, snap peas, radishes, cherry tomatoes, and Italian parsley. So that's how I make my salad, man. I'm not done with it, but let me get back to the comments really quick. Feels like I'm falling behind. All right, Patrick, leave the leaves. Okay. Irene, hello, just tuning in. Had a long day. Well, thank you for tuning in, Irene. Patrick, you need to sharpen your blades. Yeah, I know, man. I haven't had my knives sharpened here in a few days, in a month or two. So I gotta get on that, man. Patrick, cilantro. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cilantro. I don't know why. I don't know where my mind is today, but yeah, man. So Christmas is live, everybody. So if you don't want to watch or you want to go join Christmas is live, you're welcome to. But I'll be here just continually working this here salad, man. So if you want to tune in and chill with me, you're welcome to. And you know what? Let me put this on here if you guys are wanting to call. No, I don't feel like doing call-ins, but let's continue on here, guys. Here's my salad. And what I like to do is I like to add a little bit of lime, or not lime, a lemon. So this is what you're going to want to do. I got half a lemon here, so what I like to do is this right here. There we go. Make sure you wash your hands constantly, because when I'm cooking, I constantly wash my hands, man. And make sure to add some olive oil to it. I don't add any like ranch or anything fancy to my salad, but what I like to do is add a little bit of oil to it. And finally, what you're going to want to add is some ground black pepper. So what you want to do is this right here. I know it's a lot, but I like the smell of pepper and I like the taste of pepper, man. So you don't have to do this, but I'm doing it because I'm the only one going to be eating the salad. You guys can put gloves on, or if you want to join in with the family on how to do everything, but this is how I do it. You just grab all your ingredients and mix them together, man. Don't be shy. I mean, as I said before, if you have family and you're really self-conscious about where the food's going and who's going to be eating it, make sure you use gloves. But as for me, I'm the only one going to be eating the salad, so I just said YOLO, and here we are, man. So make sure you grab all your ingredients and you mix them together. Don't be shy. And, like I was going to add kimchi to it, but I was like, nah, I think I'll keep it simple because, man, this is the first time I've ever actually made this. This is the first time I've actually made this recipe. So I just went in. I just said, YOLO, I'm going to try and make this recipe, and I'm going to make it as good as I can. Okay, I think that should be good. And when you're done, make sure you wash your hands. Whoa! Hoba, 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 hoba. And this is what your salad's going to look like. Your cucumber salad. Yeah. And finally, we can get started with the chicken and rice, guys. So once your cucumber salad is all done, this is what I like to do. I always like to put it in some clear foil and let it sit in the fridge. You let it sit in the fridge the whole time your chicken is cooking, so then that way when your salad is all good to go and once your chicken is all good, all the ingredients inside your salad will be all ready to go and all the flavors will get to know each other. So you should do that. And put it in the fridge. Let it chill for a bit, guys. If you wanna go ahead and eat it, you're welcome to. But me, I'm gonna chill it in the fridge to see what different types of flavor come out of it. All right. Whoa. Okay. Let's get back to some comments. Big P with you all the way, Ryan. Cool. Thanks, Big P. Man. Mouse. Hello, Mr. Ryan. Finally on your live. Welcome, Mouse. I'm glad you made it. Pepper makes me hot. Hey, Pepper, no. Okay, guys. We're going to get started with this here chicken. Let me bring you guys over here so you guys can see everything I'm doing. Wow. All right. So this is what we're going to be cooking, guys. We're going to be cooking this here chicken thighs. And your pot's right here. Hold on. Everything's just all over the place today. So I'm going to apologize in advance, guys. So make sure you heat up your pan here. And make sure you save a little bit of oil. Don't use all your oil on all your other ingredients, man. Oh yeah, and this is the rice I'll be using too. Wild long green rice, and I'll be using Ben's original long green rice. So this whole part of this recipe is going to be pretty simple. So if you guys have any questions about my recipe or anything or what have you, just don't hesitate to ask, man. Yazzie family, what's going on? Thank you for joining me. Mouse, I'm watching hockey right now and watching your live. So many eyes going back and forth and eating. Dang, thank you, Mouse. What are you eating, Mouse? Yazzie family, hello, Yazzie family. Hi, how's it cooking? How's everyone? I'm kind of halfway through my cooking. Then I'm trying to get done as fast as I can, so I kind of want to watch Christmas's live. So I'm trying to hurry up and cook, but you know, like I don't want to rush anything because I don't want to end up burning or undercooking something, you know. So yeah, I'm just here cooking, and what I'm cooking on the menu is chicken thighs with long green rice, and I just now got done cooking but preparing cucumber salad. So as soon as I'm done, and I'll let you guys know, man. So if you have any questions, just let me know, man. I'm all down. I'm down for the questions. Also, let me go ahead and do this right here. So if you guys want to call in with any questions or concerns, or you have just any questions whatsoever, don't hesitate to call, man. But you'll be on speaker so everyone can hear you. If you guys are wondering about all the sounds in the background, I'm doing my dishwasher's going, and it's a wild night for me. And this is the way I'm gonna be cooking it. I'm gonna heat up my pan here. I'm gonna add some olive oil to it, and I'm gonna cook these chicken thighs on both sides until they get a nice golden brown. It doesn't, as long as they're both golden brown on both sides, it doesn't matter about the internal temperature, because after it's nice and cooked, you're gonna put it off to the side. Then you're gonna grab your rice, put it in here. You're gonna heat it up a bit more, and once it's nice and heated, you throw in all your chicken, then you throw in your water, you throw in your rice, and then you put the lid on there until all the rice is cooked. Mouse shepherd's pie. Man, that sounds good. Patrick, good evening, Aussie family. Aussie family, can't rush perfection. Elgin, yep, can't rush the pro chef, laugh out loud. Hey, Big P, I like thighs. So as I've done before, the only way you can check if the pan's ready to go, you just get a little water, and if it's still not sizzling once the water touches the pan, it's not ready to go. So if you like, you can heat it up a bit more, but you don't want to rush the chicken, man. So that's all we're waiting on. Then once we have everything ready to go, then this recipe is easy baking, man. Let me put you guys right over here. Then we can chill while the pan's ready, while the pan's still going, man. Whoa. Whoa. So once I start cooking, I'll bring you guys right over there so you guys can see all the action. Where all that, what did they say? Where all the magic happens, you know. Hey. But yeah, guys, I don't know what happened with my live earlier. I was really upset about it because I went through all the trouble coming home early or coming home as fast as I can, and I made the cool thumbnail. But if I'm able to change the thumbnail after this live, then that'll be perfect. But I don't know if I'll keep this up because it's just kind of messed up my live and kind of messed up the vibe a bit for me, at least. But I'll see how it does. I'll see how the video does in a few days. If it does good, then I'll leave it up. If not, then probably most likely just put it on private. Let me put on some music. Feels like it's getting quiet in the chats, man. Background music, and let's put some. There we go. Have some good chill vibes, man. And while I'm waiting for my pan to heat up, I'll be drinking my tea, and I'll be snacking on some snap peas. Mouse, you have good vibes. Cool, thank you, Mouse. I greatly appreciate it. I really do. The Aussie family vlogs and cooking. How was work? Man, work was hectic, man. I got up this morning and I had an appointment across town, and it took me almost 30 minutes. 30 minutes. It took about 30 minutes for me to get there. I was only in there for like 10 minutes for the doctor to see me. And he said, oh, well, you got to leave your bandage on for a good week. So, okay. I was like, okay. I drove all the way back home because I wanted to get this cookbook from my shelf. Because this cookbook is how I learned how to make the cucumber salad. And then I went to the office, and all day I've been there trying to do all the medical billing as fast as I can. But I took about a 20-minute break to get me a little lunch because I was really hungry, man. So I did that, and I was trying to make my live at 6, but it wasn't gonna happen. So I had to change my live. At first, I was thinking, oh man, I'm gonna be late for my own live, so I put my live at 7:30, and then I was almost done at 6, but I was like, no, I still gotta run to the grocery store to pick up a few more things. So that's what I did, and by the time I got there, it was already almost like 6:30. So I came home, I prepared everything, and that's when I went on YouTube to change my live cooking at 7, and I went live for 7 for about 20 minutes, and then somehow, I don't know what happened, the whole thing shut down my live or something. Then I had to restart this new live. So if I would have kept the other live, it would have showed that I would have been on in for like 15 minutes now, almost an hour. And on top of that, I got like bad news back at home, and that kind of threw me off my game a bit too. Ghazi family vlogs and cooking. Any chili for the dish? No chili. No chili. I done chili to know away how cool. So yeah, I'm just waiting on that pan to heat up a bit, and then I can show you guys what to do next after making your cucumber salad. If you don't want to have cucumber salad with this dish, then you can probably make the cucumber salad for another time, or make it for like a side dish at a party. But originally I was going to choose broccoli, but broccoli seemed overdone and I forgot to get broccoli. And I was looking through that cookbook I have. I seen it was marked on one of the pages as cucumber salad, so I thought I'd give that a try. I'm very excited to give that cucumber salad a try. So I was like, all right, man, I'm gonna give that cucumber salad a try. So right now I'm just waiting for my pan over there to heat up, and then I can show you guys. What to do after all this, The Aussie family, broccoli salad is good too. Yeah, man, broccoli salad. I don't think I've tried broccoli salad. Is that with the small broccoli and they add like nuts and grapes to it? I think I've tried that. I thought that was called grape salad. Prestonium. I love broccoli. Reminds me of the Little Rascals, where Alfalfa gives Darla that ring, and she's like, "I love diamonds." Is it like a Greek salad? Mouse? No, not really. You just have basic ingredients like cucumbers. You add a little bit of chives to it. Or let me show you. It's real hard to describe. For some of you just logging on, this is what I made earlier. It's cucumber salad right here. I added sliced up cucumbers, cut up on a mandolin. I added radishes, and I cut them up too. I cut up some cherry tomatoes, and I added olive oil, pepper, and I don't remember what the other thing I added was, but oh yeah, and I added snap peas to it also. So that's what's inside my cucumber salad. And what I like to do is on the instructions on the book I had, it says once you complete your cucumber salad, you let it chill in the fridge until you're ready to eat, because you let it sit in the fridge so all the ingredients can get to know each other. So that's what I like to do. I just put like a clear wrap on there and then put it back in the fridge until I'm ready to eat it. You use it to know. All right, guys, I think my pan's ready, so I'm going to take you guys right over there. So what you're going to want to do is you get your olive oil. Oh, I'm almost out, man. That's not good. You get your pan, you spread your olive oil over. And I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera, but as you can see, there's like a little bit of smoke coming up. That's when you know you're ready to cook on this here surface. And you see the sizzling sound it makes, so that means your pan is ready to go. But since I'm eating by myself, I'm able to touch the chicken. But after I'm done touching the chicken, I'm gonna go wash my hands. But if you're cooking for family or anyone else, make sure you use gloves. But as for me, since I'm eating all this by myself, I'm gonna be using my hands. So make sure you coat your pan nice and hot with olive oil. And I'm gonna turn this on, so just letting you know. So what you're gonna want to do is cook your chicken thighs on both sides. It doesn't have to be cooked all the way through, but what you're gonna want to do is cook your chicken thighs on both sides. Make sure there's like a nice golden brown crisp to it. So that's all I'm waiting for right now to make sure my chicken thighs are a nice golden brown on both sides. Whoa, sorry. I'm not ignoring anybody. But as some of you might know, when you're cooking chicken thighs, it has like a lot of grease inside of there because it's kind of really fatty. So what you're gonna want to do is, while your chicken breasts or chicken thighs are cooking, make sure you take out the excess oils that are inside coming out of the chicken thighs. Uh, this is what I like to do. I have this really old mug, and what people like to do, I notice what people like to do is put their oil inside like one of those plastic containers and then put it by their sink. Me, I don't like doing that. So what I like to do instead is I like to put it in a cup and then freeze it. And once it gets filled up, I like to toss it in the trash and then wash it and reuse it. So then that way I don't have to use too many plastics, you know. So this is how I like to do it. Because as I said, chicken thighs are really fatty. So what you're gonna want to do is take out all the grease from your chicken thighs, because chicken thighs are really fatty. So this is what I like to do. I like to take out all the fat inside this little cup and then put it in the freezer and let it freeze. And then once my cup starts to fill up, I'm going to go ahead and take it out of the freezer, let it thaw out a bit, and I'm going to dump it in the trash. So if you guys want to do the same, you're welcome to do the same. But, you know, other people have different ways of taking out the grease out of chicken thighs. But this is the way I like to do it. I forgot where I learned it from. I think it was one of those ladies online that or on YouTube. One of the YouTube chefs I've seen do this. But I like doing it this way because it's real clean and I don't have to worry about throwing I don't know how to say it. Throw all this fattiness inside the garbage. Does that make sense, man? So once that's all good to go, make sure you move your chicken around a bit too, because you don't want to crowd your chicken. If you crowd your chicken, it's not going to cook properly, but you don't want your chicken to cook all the way through. The only thing we're doing here is getting a nice brown on all sides of this here chicken breast or chicken thighs. Because on the next step, what we're going to do is we're going to bake this whole chicken basically. So that's all that's going to happen here. So make sure you pay attention, and you don't have to cook, as I said countless times, you don't have to cook your chicken all the way through. As long as you get a nice brown on them, you're all good to go. Well, all right, let's get to some comments and questions. Hello, everybody. I'm sorry for ignoring you, but let's get to some comments real quick. Grapes, Big P, hope everything's okay with your fam, bro. Thanks, Big P. Mr.Ryan in a broccoli suit. Hey, feta cheese too. No feta cheese. No feta cheese. I can't eat feta cheese. Like Daddy Daycare, Shane's in the carrot suit. Daddy Daycare. I love cucumber salad with black pepper. Squeeze lemon juice. Yeah, L Gene, I did that too. I squeezed a little lemon juice on there. Well, not the lemon juice. Not actual lemon juice, but the actual juice from an actual lemon. Shane in a carrot suit. Fake B, good evening, Mr. Ryan. I'm sorry about the news. I hope everything's okay. Yeah, it's all right. No one died, if that's what everyone's thinking. Just some crazy things that happened at my mom's house, and it kind of just threw me off my game today. Mouse, okay, I have to tell my twinsies. Laugh out loud. All she puts is cucumbers, onions, parsley, and ranch. And yet it's so good. She makes it better Bannock than me. Nay, Bannock. I don't know anything about Bannock, but from all the pictures I've seen about how people make Bannock, that sounds good though. Michelle, good evening, Mr. Ryan. Good evening, Michelle. I'm just here cooking up a storm and cooking for one. Nay. So that's what I'm up to, and I'm replying to everyone's comments, and my apologies if I'm a little late to everyone's comments, man. Today's been a crazy day, and Christmas was telling me she didn't want to go live because I was live. But I don't mind if anyone else goes live, man, because I already know I'm gonna go live regardless of whoever goes live, and I don't care if anyone else goes live, man, because I made a commitment and I'm gonna stick to it. But if anyone else wants to go live, you're welcome to, man. I won't get hurt. I won't get mad. I won't talk bad about anyone, man. I'm just here to cook, and cooking is what I'm doing, and I made a commitment to cook, so that's what I'm doing now, man. But as soon as I get done with this live, hopefully Christmas is still cooking with Byron, and I'm gonna catch their live, man. So yeah, guys, no hard feelings. I just want everyone to succeed, not just myself, but everyone in the YouTube community. Whoa, whoa. So if you guys have any questions or concerns, just let me know in the chats, guys. I'm still cooking this here chicken. But as I said before, the main goal of this here chicken thighs is not to cook it all the way through. You just need to get a good brown on it, like this right here. You see how it's nice and golden brown? That's what you want. And it might not cook all the way through, and that's all right, because on the next step, it's going to cook everything through. So what you're going to want to do is put your chicken off to the side. And these aren't a little golden brown, so I'm going to continually keep cooking these in the pan. And as your chicken thighs continue to cook, make sure you continue to drain out all the fat that's coming out of the chicken thighs, because chicken thighs on a chicken is really fatty and there's a lot of grease inside of it. So make sure once you see a lot of grease building up, make sure you take it out as soon as you possibly can. I know people like to wait until the end to scoop out all of the fat, but me, I like to scoop it out as soon as I can, because you don't want so much fat on your chicken, and you don't want it to burn into your chicken, because if you let it cook inside your chicken, you're going to have a really greasy chicken. And if you're running out of oil inside your pot or inside your pan, it's okay to add just a little bit, but not too much, because you're already almost done with your chicken. So just add a little bit of oil just so you can get everything going again. Oh yeah, while this is all cooking, you're going to want to turn on your oven. Did I turn on my oven? Oh no, never mind. I don't feel like using my oven, so we're gonna keep everything cooking on the stove. This, as some of you know from all my recipes, this is the only pan I like using because it's simple and it has a lid on top. So I like using that pan, and one pan recipes are my specialty. Yazzie family, was it seasoned? No, it wasn't seasoned. And this next step, I'm going to tell you about it. So then that way you don't have to season your chicken. And the reason why, I'll tell you in a bit as soon as I get to that bridge. Yazzie family, looks good already. Thank you. And while you're waiting for that, make sure you get your rice ready. And this is the rice I'll be using tonight. Ben's original rice, long grain rice, and wild rice, original recipe. And depending on how many people are eating, You can use 1 box or 2 boxes. Me, I'm going to be using 2 boxes. If I can find the other box. And as I said before, as your chicken thighs are cooking, make sure you continually drain out the fat in there. Because as I said, you don't want to have a fatty chicken and you're going to be cooking your rice with the chicken. So you don't want your whole recipe to have a greasy taste to it. So make sure you continually drain out the fat from your chicken as it cooks. And as you can see, it's a nice golden brown. It's a little bloody, but it's all right because this is going to cook all the way through once we get to our next step. So once your chicken has a nice golden brown on both sides, make sure you put it to the side right here. All right, so you took out all your chicken, so there should be some residue of grease in here. One last time, make sure you take the rest of it out. And very carefully, you don't, this next step, you have to be very careful on how you do this. As you can see, there's going to be grease still inside the pan, so what I like to do is use like a paper towel and kind of do this really fast, because if you don't do it fast enough, you're going to burn yourself. But make sure you take out as much grease as you can. I believe, no, you won't get all the grease, but as long as it looks clean, you're all ready to go. And then make sure you turn your burner back on. What I like to do is, it's extremely hot, and I turn it off really quick, and then turn it back on, and it reheats the whole thing again. And then you just wait for it to get a little hot, man. Yahoo family, what did you guys cook today? Mouse is asking, guys, what did you guys cook today? I want to know too. Let us know in the comments, Yahoo family. And as I said before, what I like to do with my grease is put it in a small cup, so then that way I can keep reusing it. But as soon as it gets full, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it out of the freezer and I'm going to let it thaw out a bit. Then it's going to come in a giant cube, and then I throw it in the trash. I don't like throwing giant cups of grease inside the trash because it's kind of not cool, and this is the way I do it. It gets full, and then I reuse it and I freeze it. I know it's a little weird, but it's the way I figured out how to keep grease inside my apartment. And you wait for your pan to heat up just a little bit more. And if you don't know if your pan's ready to go, you just grab a little bit of, you kind of just take a little water, and once it steams up like that, your pot is ready to go. These really quick. And the next step is to get your rice right here. And once again, I'm using Uncle Ben's original rice. And this is a hot surface already. So what I like to do is this right here. Dump both the rice in there. And don't dump into the packets yet. And since the surfaces are already ready to go, you kind of just heat up your rice just a bit. You don't have to cook it like this, but this is what I like to do. I like to heat up the rice a bit and make sure it gets warmed up and it's ready to go for my next step. All right. And once this is all ready to go, you're going to put in your water for the rice. And what you're going to want to do is, I kind of eyeball it, so I already know how much water I need to put in here. But suggestively, since you put two boxes of rice in here, it's probably about 4 cups of water you're going to have to use for this right here. And once this is all good, and you have the water and your rice ready to go, you get your rice packets right here. Use one for now, and you dump your rice and you dump your seasoning in there. And you reuse your spoon. I've already washed it and cleaned it, so I'm going to reuse the spoon. And you kind of stir your rice a bit, so then that way the seasoning and the rice get to know each other a bit. I know some people are going to be saying, he's using metal on the pot. But you know what? This is my pot. I can do what I want with it. I know the seasoning isn't going to break up immediately, but just stir it in a bit, so if it gets into the crevices of the rice, then it's all good, man. You just kind of stir it around a bit. And then once you believe your seasoning is good and it's mended in with the rice, what you're going to want to do next is grab your chicken, man, and place it on top. It's going to look kind of crazy putting chicken in watery ice or watery rice water. But believe me, you're going to want to do this. Grab your chickens and make sure you don't crowd your chickens, man. Make sure you spread them out because it'll all evenly cook. So you put your chicken in, and your chicken. It's good that your chicken's submerged inside the rice water. So keep grabbing your chicken, man. Put it in there, nice. Dump in there, right and nice. Okay, and make sure you rinse off your spoon after every use. Or if you want to be on the safe side, make sure you use soap to rinse off your spoon, man. And that's where the second packet comes into play. What you're going to want to do is, since your chicken's sticking out of the rice water, get your seasoning and dump it right over your chicken, all of your chicken. And then whatever's left over, you just dump it all inside the rice. And while that's cooking, put that off to the side, and then you mix in your flavor of rice and the seasoning just a bit more, just so all the flavors get to know each other, man. Because once everything cooks, all the seasoning, all the flavor, it'll be absorbed into the chicken. And then whatever juices are coming out of the chicken, man, it'll absorb into the rice and the chicken. Normally, I would use, what you can use instead of water is you can also use chicken broth. And that makes it just as good. Me, I forgot to get chicken broth, so I just use regular water. But instead of using water, you can also use chicken broth to put all the flavors together. Then you have that really good chicken flavor. And make sure you put this on medium high, man. And then you cover it. Then you wait. That's all there is to this recipe, man. It ain't nothing complex. It's nothing crazy, but yeah, man. Let me grab you guys. Wow. Hola. whole lot. And believe me, guys, it looks crazy what I just did, but you're gonna see the end results, and you're gonna be like, "Whoa, that actually looks pretty good, man." But let's get to some comments. Grab my mouse. Whoa. All right, let's get to some comments. Prestonian. Okay. Prestonian, you're asking me what seasoning I use? I got this box right here. It's called Ben's Original Long Grain Rice. There's already seasoning in there, so you don't need to put seasoning on your chicken or anything, man. So all you gotta do is dump your rice in there when your skillet pot's all nice and hot. Make sure you clean it out, and you throw your rice in there. Don't throw any water in there, but let your rice kind of get nice and warm. And once it's nice and warm, let's say 3 to 5 minutes, you dump your water in there. For every packet, I think you add 2 cups of water. If it needs more, you can add more, but don't add a shitload, man. But once you put your water in there, then you put your seasoning in there. Then you kind of stir it up. And then once everything's all nice and stir up, then you put your chicken back in there. And the additional packet box I used over there, you can use your seasoning to put right over the chicken. So then that way you don't have to season your chicken. But if you want to season your chicken before everything else, you're welcome to. But me, I like using the seasoning from this box on my chicken. Faith B, it's good to know all is okay. In the meantime, the salad is chillaxing in the fridge, and the veggies are getting to know one another like you said earlier. Yes, exactly, Faith B. See, I like making recipes that are simple. Like this right here, I don't really have to do much. There's a lot of preparation when it comes to making my recipes, but after a while, all you got to do is wait. That's all there is to it. That's why I like using my regular Cook's, what do you call it? Pot with the little lid on top. I like using those ones because they're pretty cool. And I'm looking to get into a Dutch oven so I can learn how to make an actual bread. So I can make really crunchy, crispy bread, man. So that's what I'm trying to do. And another recipe I'm thinking of doing, I don't know. I might go live Saturday too to cook breakfast, since that's one of those things the Ozzy family did and Shane did so far. But I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. But I just thought I'd jump on and show you the simplest recipe I know, and this is one of them. But since I do have a mandolin, I'm thinking of doing ratatouille. And for some of you wondering, I'm drinking this right here. Yerba mate. It's tea that's caffeinated, and it's from South America. And it has like a mint flavor. So I like the flavor mint. That's always been my favorite flavor, mint. So what you're going to want to do with that pot over there is put the heat up to medium high and let it sit for like a good 30 minutes. But in doing so, make sure you check on your chicken and rice, because sometimes the rice cooks fast and the chicken cooks fast. You're just going to have to guesstimate on it. But before you bite into your chicken, make sure you use a knife and you kind of tear it up a bit, so then that way you know if your chicken's good. If it's still a little red, make sure you let it sit up there for just a little bit longer. But most of the time, I want to say I'm always dead on with my chicken. So to be on the safe side, I'd probably leave it on there for like a good 30 to 45 minutes. So then that way you know your chicken's all good to go. Oh shoot. My apologies on who called me, man. I missed your call. Like I said, I don't know what's going on with my phone, but my apologies if I missed your call. Everybody be cooking now these days. Even Coach 515, he's cooking easy, healthy turkey meatloaf. Oh yeah, I think it happened on the red. She cooked Three Sisters stew. I'm thinking of doing that too, man. But instead of using regular ground beef, what I want to use is bison meat or what was the other meat? Elk meat. So I'm thinking of using those types of meat instead of using actual ground meat, man. Green Panda. Christmas is going nuts about undercooking her salmon. LOL. Worried about salmonella. Oh, okay. Let me see. It would depend on what kind of salmon it is, or what size, or how big it is. Me, I always get like a nice big fillet of salmon because when I eat salmon, oh, I got a call. Well, hello, good evening.
Hi, Mr. Ryan.
My apologies, I missed your call.
Mr. Ryan.
Hello.
That's okay. I know you're busy cooking. I just wanted to say this is Ghoulish Rose out in Southern California, and I really enjoy your cooking lives. They're very informative, and you're a really rad guy. And that's all.
Well, thank you. My apologies, I missed your call. I'm still trying to work this caller thing, and for some reason, I can hear, like, sometimes the ringer will go off, or sometimes I won't hear it, and I have to look at the phone call constantly. And I'm real terrible.
No worries.
And I'm real terrible.
I do have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I know that you're into horror movies. Have you ever been to a horror convention?
You know what? Everyone's been asking me that. I have not been to one, and I've been wanting to go to one for a while now.
I think they're pretty fun. Like, if you've never been to one, like, there's a lot to see and do and stuff. It's really neat.
Yeah, I've seen like the conventions they have, and
it's like usually the conventions are like 3 days. I would suggest going the first day because there's less crowds. Usually people tend to be there like on Saturdays and Sundays, and Fridays are like the less crowded day to go.
Oh, okay. I'll keep that in mind.
That's like the convention.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, and another thing, I think one of your last lives, you were listening to or singing audio plays. I really like Chris Cornell too, like Soundgarden and audio plays.
Mm-hmm.
He was really cool.
Yeah,
I really want to see his tombstone. There's a cemetery out here by where in LA. It's called the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. And there's a lot of like celebrities that are buried there, and another musician that's buried there is like Dee Ramone and Johnny Ramone.
Oh, that's so cool. I gotta check that out.
Yeah. I think there's videos on YouTube and stuff for people that have like gone and like you can see like what's there and stuff.
I definitely gotta check that out.
Well, it was nice talking to you, Mr. Ryan.
Oh, thank you. You too.
Have a good night.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.
Bye. First phone call of the night. Thank you. I always say, I always enjoy a nice phone call. So if you're feeling brave enough, you're welcome to give me a call. Let me post my call back on. I only took it off because I didn't think anyone was going to call me. But like I said, I always enjoy a nice phone call. Patrick, do you drink the brand of tea in the box? Yeah, you mean the yerba mate? I drink this one in a can because it's nice and good and it comes in mint. But the one I drink, the yerba mate, like sometimes in the morning, instead of, if I'm not feeling coffee, I'll make my actual yerba mate, and it comes in like tea leaves and whatnot, man. So I like to drink this, and I also like to drink the teas I sent you too. Also the mint tea and the sleepy time tea. So yes, I like to drink tea in the box also. Game Panda, love coach, great stories. Yeah, he has great stories. I was listening to the one with the centaur. I think it was. That was the last one that I went in. That was the last one I went and listened to. Game Panda, do you have the number? Hey, Game Panda, my number's right here. If you want to do call-ins or just say what's up, I'm welcome to conversations, and I'm just waiting for the food to get done, and I'm just here chillaxing. Mouse, Mr. Ryan, do you eat wild meat? Yes, I do, Mouse, because I believe wild meat is the best meat because they don't have any antibiotics and they're all natural and they're really lean meat. So I've tried bison, I've tried elk meat, but the meat I've been wanting to try lately is boar. I've been wanting to try wild boar meat. And I've tried turkey meat. Of course, every year I eat turkey meat. Everyone eats turkey meat every year. But yeah, I've been wanting to try pheasant also. Pheasant and I forgot those long birds with the long tail. I forgot what those are called, but I want to try one of those too. And yeah, I like game meat basically. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Whoa. You know what? Sometimes when I'm doing live, it may not seem like it, but I do get nervous and I get very anxious on the live sometimes. Patrick Vegas, October 14, 15, ScareCon. Man, yeah, I definitely need to check that out. I love horror movies and anything horror related, so ScareCon, I'll check that out. Yazzie family, I thought you were going to say Perry Dog. Hey, you know what? I have not tried Perry Dog, but I'm wanting to try Perry Dog. Mouse. Moose meat, deer meat, rabbit, and duck. I haven't tried moose meat yet. I've tried deer meat. Rabbit meat, I have not tried. And duck. I've tried duck too. But there's a place down the road from where I live. It's called the Meat Shop. They sell all these different types of exotic meat. That's how I'm able to get bison meat and elk meat. But rabbit, I haven't tried rabbit yet. But I do want to cook rabbit stew. That's one of those things I want to cook. But thank you for everyone watching my live. Like I said, if you want to call in, you're welcome to call in. But if you just want to chill, lay back, and watch me cook and chat on, you're welcome to, man. But let me check on this food over here. All right, let me show you guys what's going on over here. See, as you can see, the chicken's starting to cook and the rice is still boiling. And what's going to happen is, since everything is boiling, it's going to boil the chicken and it's going to continue on. And the seasoning on the side, what you're going to want to do is, if that happens, the seasoning, you can just grab a spoon and make sure you mix it around so the seasoning doesn't get stuck to the top. And the seasoning is already within the chicken. So the chicken is seasoned, the rice is seasoned, and you just continue to wait for everything to cook. All right, let me cancel that and continue on the stream. All right, let's get back to some comments. Hey, Mouse, we found the whole duck yesterday. Wabbit stew, Game Panda. Yep, I like Coach's story. Very interesting. Yeah, guys, so if you like horror stories and you like someone with a bit of finesse that likes to tell good stories, go check out Coach 5515, man. I like his stories too. Let's see. Patrick Vegas cooked quail. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Quail. I gotta check out quail, man. Really, Warren? Awesome. Are you gonna stuff the duck? Gonna look into some recipes and we'll make it. Man, Warren, if you look through that book I gave you, the Indigenous Cookbook, I think they have a recipe for duck there. So maybe you can look into that, man. I missed another call. I don't know who called. It says 2 seconds ago. So try calling again, man. Like I said, I don't know what's going on with my phone. I can't hear the ringtone, but I logged on and I missed a call from someone. So you're welcome to give the call back. Line's open. I'm looking right at it, and you're welcome to call right back. Phone call. Good evening, Mr. Ryan here. What is going on? What's up?
Oh, nothing much. How are you, Mr. Ryan?
I am doing not good at all.
What?
I'm doing fantastic.
Not good. Okay, that's good. I'm Game Panda, Justina.
Oh,
want to say hi?
Hello, Game Panda. What's going on?
What up? I'm always on your live.
I know. I'm like, who's this Game Panda?
All kinds of questions.
Yeah, I'm just
giving you beef.
Yeah, I know. You're really picking on me on the live. I'm like, man, who's this Game Panda really picking on me lately?
You've been getting a lot of some aunties online, huh?
I don't know. I mean, I'm just here providing good entertainment to everyone. I'm not looking for aunties or anything, but it seems like everyone likes me and whatnot.
Right? It's all that good food you're making, man.
Thank you.
No, I just want to say hi. You should do pho next time. You should make some pho.
Pho. That's gonna be a little. I've never made pho before, but I probably need to YouTube it a little bit more and maybe do like a pre-trial for pho and then go from there. But the recipes.
Yeah, someone mentioned quail eggs. You can throw some of those in there.
Oh yeah, I could do that. But yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how to do everything. But the last exotic thing I probably made was Bison Burgers. That's probably as close as a nice thing I've ever made.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good. You should get the recipe from Grandpa. Maybe he'll hook you up a recipe that he does with Navajo Man Lakota Bay.
Oh yeah, I could.
He's always eating bison.
Oh yeah, I could. Me and him are pretty cool.
Yeah. That's actually what I want to try is the bison. The elk, or I don't know what else, deer, some kind of elk or deer patties, I think I've heard someone made one time.
Yes, I'd say go for it. Go for it. It's good to try different types of food and get out there. You'd be surprised all the different types of food people don't try, and it ends up being really good.
Right?
Whoa.
I know someone mentioned in the comments about prairie dogs. I used to eat prairie dog. My grandma she would always like stuff it with like kind of like a turkey. She would put like potatoes, carrots, celery. That was like one of our delicacies back in the day.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never tried that.
I used to like eating them when I was younger.
Okay.
I don't know how it is now, with all the viruses and stuff out there, but you probably have to be careful in that way, as far as doing something like that nowadays.
Oh yeah, that's true. That is true.
Yeah.
My apologies.
That herb tea that you're talking about, is that actually sweetened as far as or is it just all caffeinated?
It's a little sweetened. It says 28 grams of sugar.
Oh, okay. I gotta try that. I've seen it a couple times in the store, but I've never actually tried it.
Yeah, I'm trying hard not to drink too much coffee, and they say this is a really good alternative to coffee, so I'm giving it a try. And so far, I like it.
Oh, yeah. Have you tried Thai tea? I know you're into Thai.
Yes, I've tried Thai tea too. I'm thinking of actually doing like a small little how do I say, a small live, probably doing Thai tea, or maybe making like coffee and ventés and all these different types of coffee. So I'm thinking of doing that too for one of my next lives.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, because they're known for their Thai. My husband actually has a restaurant, so he knows how to make all that stuff. He does like the Thai iced tea and Thai coffee.
Yeah, I think I might do that on one of my lives. Like maybe in the morning. It might be a morning.
You put like boba and stuff in there. Hi.
Yeah.
My son also likes watching you. His name is Uriah.
Really?
Hi, Uriah. Hi.
Hello.
Mr. Ryan. He's actually getting some pointers from you too.
What kind of pointers?
Yeah, you know what? Your life actually makes it like very simple. So it helps people that don't know how to cook.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So that's a good thing about your life. That's what I like.
I mean, because I've
like a little.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, there's a delay. It's kind of hard for me to hear you.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I make my lives very simple because when it comes to cooking, I think everyone should be able to cook good food. And I make it as simple as I can in case anyone wants to try and replicate what I can cook. And so far, a lot of people have made a lot of my recipes so far.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Well, that's a good thing. Oh, sorry about my dog. All right, well, it was nice talking to you this evening.
Oh, of course, anytime.
Continue to make your delicious food, and we like watching you, and we've subscribed and put our notifications on all the time. So even my kids even say like, "Hey, Mr. Ryan's on." I'm like, "Oh, okay,"
Cool. All right then. Cool. Thank you for the chat game, Panda.
Oh, no problem. Okay, bye. Take care. Bye.
Yep. Bye. And that was Game Panda on the line. So shout out to Game Panda, the second or third caller of the night. I don't remember, but thank you for calling. For those of you that called, thank you. I really appreciate it. And as I will continue to say, I always enjoy a good conversation. Marcy Jones, Prairie Dog is very bitter. I never acquired a taste for it with a little licky face. Patrick Vegas, they sell quail eggs at AJ's Finest Food. Never tried it though. Quail eggs. I don't know. I've never tried quail eggs. I'll probably consider it. Big P, Warren, no, not Donald. Nay. Let me check out my food real quick, you guys. If you guys want to continue chatting with each other in the chat, you're welcome to. Gotta check on the food. Almost done. Just to be on the safe side, if there's like no more water in there, I always like to add just a little bit water so I can steam it just a little bit more. But if you feel like you're ready to go and you're too hungry, you're welcome just to go ahead and start eating. But as for me, I'm going to add just a little bit more water just so I can steam it just a little bit longer. So it might be a little watery, and you can continue on doing this. So then that way you can steam all your food and your rice and everything will come together, man. But shout out to Game Panda, man. Let's see. Warren the Aussie and whatnot. Laugh out loud. But yeah, guys, I'm just here chilling, waiting on my food. It is almost done, and I better start getting my plates and stuff ready. I'm just sitting here yapping away, man. Let me... You know what? One thing I don't like about cooking, you have to wash all your dishes. I think that's the only thing I don't like about cooking. Because as soon as you get done cooking, you don't even want to do anything. You don't want to touch anything. You just want to continue on eating. I know I'm not supposed to be eating right now, but I'm going to be staying up just a little late than usual. So I'm all right eating late right now. I don't like to eat late past 8 o'clock, but a lot of crazy things happen. I was trying to do the live, and I almost didn't do the live, but this time around, I'm doing the live, and I want to sit down, enjoy my meal, and stay up for maybe about another hour or two. Wait for my food to settle, and then I'm going to continue on this live, man. Who would have known? I was thinking about that just today. I try to figure out who my audience is, and it turned out younger people even like me, and I'm like, I don't know. That really wasn't my target audience, man. If I could probably say... I like my target audience on YouTube to be people my age or maybe like people in their late 20s or people that are into rock music and, but, it's kind of surprising to know what kind of individuals find me interesting and they like watching my lives, man. So, yeah, shout out to the people that are watching my live and that take interest in what I'm doing, man. I really appreciate it. I was really surprised, man. I was like, whoa, kind of crazy. Pretty cool, though. Mouse, that's why you need a woman to wash your dishes. Mouse, why are you picking on me now? First it was Game Panda, now Mouse be picking on me. Why are all the ladies and the aunties in the chats picking on me? Man. So everybody be sounding like my mom now. You need a woman to cook and clean for you. I'm like, I already know how to cook and clean. You know what I do? Like, I always like to do this. Like, I'm very tidy and clean, and sometimes that gets a little boring. So what I like to do is let my place get really dirty, and then about Friday into Saturday into Sunday night, I always like to let my place go, and then on the weekends, I always like to say, oh, I can't go anywhere, I'm cleaning, and I like to deep clean my whole apartment, and it lasts like that for about a week. Even though I live by myself, it lasts like that for a whole week, and then it starts to get dirty again, and I let everything go, and when another weekend comes on by, I do the same thing. I deep clean and I wipe everything down and everything's spotless, and then it happens again. I think constantly I do that. Subconsciously, I think I intend to do that. Okay, Ryan, I'll subscribe. You want young audience, not grandmas. Hey, I'm just kidding, Marcy Jones. But no, I was just surprised that I was really surprised that certain individuals, certain people like my live, but I'm an old soul and I'm a young guy. I'm only 30 years old. 30. Believe it or not. Even though people say I look younger and I act younger, but I'm 30 years old, man. But I like doing simple things. I like doing puzzles. I like staying home. I like cleaning. I like cooking. I like just enjoying a regular day, a walk in the mountains or what have you. That's what I like to do. I don't like to party anymore. Occasionally I do, but not as much as I used to when I was younger. But that's what I like to do. Big P, what's your rock question? Big P, I don't have a rock question. I don't understand the question. It happened after Rez. Hello, Mr.Ryan. What's going on? What happened after Rez? What you have for dinner? What are you guys doing up so late, by the way, too? What is everyone doing up so late, man? Let me know. As for me, it happened after this. I'm almost done cooking. It took a while because, I don't know. I guess I'm just flapping my gums and talking with everybody, which I don't mind. It is almost done, people. And you'll see the final result of all my hard work for tonight. But as you can see, I'm still cooking and I'm enjoying everyone's company. Wow. I'm trying to hurry up and cook so I can watch Christmas's live. I don't know if she's still live, guys, but Patrick Vegas watching. Yeah. Hey. All right. Cool. Patrick Vegas watching you. Cool. Thank you, Patrick. Man, water just getting everywhere. Don't forget, guys, water is life. I always go through, excuse me, I always go through about 2 gallons of water, a gallon to 2 gallons of water a day. Big P, wow, I took my last sip 30 years ago. Man, Big P, congrats, man. I can't say the same. But yeah, guys, what you want to do is if you don't think your chicken cook all the way, you can just add a little bit water and it'll steam your chicken and your rice a little bit more. If you're feeling unsafe, but if you really want to be sure, or if you're not sure completely if your chicken cook all the way through, what you can also do is put it in the oven, preheat your oven to 420 degrees, just to be on the safe side, 420 degrees, and then pop that chicken in the oven for a good 10 to 15 minutes. If you really want to be triple sure that your chicken's all good to go, man. You know what? People say that you're not supposed to whistle at night, but I always whistle, man. Fate B. Hi, Shavana. How's the weight loss challenge coming along? Fate B with the little wavy hand sign. What's going on? What up? Better check on this chicken. Chicken, Genoa, away, hakwa. Hey. Let me plate my food up for you guys. It smells really good, you know. Hey. And for some of you that are just now logging on, before I made my chicken and rice over there, I also made cucumber salad. But let me grab this right here. Whoa! I'm just throwing all my vegetables everywhere. But remember, guys, make sure you always eat your vegetables. Sometimes it's not good for you, but it may not taste good, but let me tell you, it is good for you. Because sometimes vegetables are the only thing that give off certain vitamins you cannot. Oh, shoot. So yeah, guys, make sure you always eat your vegetables. Okay. Ow. I'll be right back. Hold on, guys. Oh, man. What a long day, man. Hold on. Wait a minute. Spoon, a fork, and a knife. There we go. Yeah, take off my apron. Oh, can't forget. Let's look at some comments before I show you guys the final results of this here Cooking Live with Mr. Ryan. Patrick B, right on, Big P. I remember that. Yazzie family smells all gooder. Big P, thumbs up. Need some serrano pepper. You look good without glasses. Thank you, Jeanette Babe. I greatly appreciate it. Big P, good old crazy times, huh? Thank you, Mouse. Okay. This is what my food looks like, man. If you guys are all curious to know what my food looks like, this is the final result of all my hard work. See, this is the cucumber salad, and this big old glop is my chicken and my wild rice. So I know it's a lot of food, but I am really hungry. So that's the final result of my cooking, man. It's like a giant dump of plate. But I'm going to try the cucumber salad first, because I already know what the chicken and rice tastes like, but I want to know what the cucumber salad tastes like. My gosh. These flavors are freaking crazy, man. I don't know about this flavor, man. It's really good, but I can't explain, like, I can't explain what it tasted like. It tasted really fresh. I guess that's the best way to put it. And for some of you asking if because I boiled my chicken with my rice, this is what it looks like. Nicely cooked and brown. Well, it's not brown, but it's nicely cooked like chicken noodle soup. So I know what I'm doing when it comes to chicken, man, because I love chicken and it's like a lean meat to me. So I like chicken. Oh shit. You know, food after food, make sure I'm at the middle of the day. Continue watching flow and guide us all through our times. Amen. So yeah, man. This is what I strive for when I cook. I love the tenderness of the meat, and I love all sorts of flavors, man. And someone was asking me what I'm gonna do with the rest of it. I'm trying to get into what do they call them? I'm trying to get into what do they call it? Meal prep. So I'm gonna use that for my meal prep over there. Then whatever's left over from this right here, from the cucumber salad, I'm probably gonna have that for lunch too. But back in my older party days, I used to have a bunch of friends, man. Even some of the friends I didn't know I made friends with. But I used to have people over almost every night just so I can cook with them. And those people were crazy, man. But knowing me, I just want to have decent conversations with someone. But, you know, they had other agendas. But as for me, like I say, the only thing I want in life is to have a good conversation with someone over a good meal, and that's all I ever want to strive for. But it seems like no one wants to talk anymore. The food is like really hot. Prestonian. Oh, Big P. You go, Ryan. Darla Dosa. That it. Bait B. Yum. Good job, Mr. Ryan, with the little licky tongue face. Game Panda. Smiley face with the little blushy face. Prestonian. Nice and tender. Yes, it is, man. And for some of you that have pressure cookers, you can even do this recipe with a pressure cooker, but you're gonna have to. You can do the same thing with the pressure cooker, man. You can throw your rice in there with your chicken cooked on both sides. You can put it in a pressure cooker, and instead of using that for like a good 20-30 minutes, you can put it in a pressure cooker for like a good 10 minutes. Your chicken will be very soft, and it'll cook all the way through, guaranteed. So if you ever have a pressure cooker, you can also do this recipe, chicken and rice recipe, inside of a pressure cooker. And people ask me where I learned how to. Some people were asking me recently, like, where did I learn how to cook? I didn't really learn how to cook anywhere. I had a vision in my mind on things I wanted to eat. Like I wanted something fresh. I wanted something fulfilling, nothing too fatty, nothing too greasy. So I looked into cookbooks. And it felt like cookbooks weren't enough because I like cookbooks to have pictures so I can get a basic idea of what I could be cooking and what it might taste like. And about that same time, I was always eating out and hanging out with my buddies in the military. And that's when I discovered I should be eating more healthy because I was always working out almost 5 days a week. And I'm telling you, I was like ripped. Not ripped, but I was in really good shape, basically. But I was always eating out, and that's when I came to the conclusion I should be eating way better than I should. So after that epiphany, I guess that's what I want to call it. After that realization, I wanted to eat more food, eat very healthy, eat a lot of good food, not anything crazy, but eat very good food. Mm. What you can also do is you can grab a bit of your cucumber salad and mix in a little bit of rice, and that'll change the flavor drastically. But man, that is good. So if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Just message me in the chat right here. Or if you want to give me a call, you're welcome to. My number is posted in the corner right here. But I'm glad I made this chat, man, or this live. I almost didn't do this live because I had a lot of things going on after work, and had crazy news back home, and it kind of threw off my game a bit. And I had an original live, but something happened and it kicked me off of my own live. So I don't know what happened with that, but I started this new live, and my live right now would have been almost about 2 hours and 30 minutes, but it's all right. I'm about to hit the 2-hour mark, which is all right with me. Patrick with some iced tea. Man, I wish I had some iced tea, man. This is regular yerba mate tea. It tastes like mint, but I don't like drinking this when I'm eating food. I like to drink it if I'm just drinking water by itself, but I'm eating, and the only thing I can drink right now is drinking my water. But man, some iced tea sounds good. There's a place I go to inside Chandler Mall. I forgot what it was called, but they serve all these different types of iced tea. They serve iced tea. They serve Arnold Palmer. They serve alien iced tea. They serve orange honey hibiscus tea. Crazy kind of teas they experiment with. But when I was shooting the video with Sierra, Kitty, Jerickson, and Mikey Jr., we were all hanging out, and I seen that place. I was like, oh man, I wonder what that place is. And so I went over there and I bought me some tea. I think I was drinking alien tea. It was really good though. Yazzie Family Vlogs and Cooking. Have you had the Navajo iced tea from Erickson Billy? Yazzie Family, I have not, but I'm hoping I'm hoping to try one of these days because people always talking about Erickson Billy and his Blue Nadon sweets. I tried his cupcakes once before. I think he wasn't as big as he is now, but I mean not big as in size, but as in like recognition. I didn't know him then, but I tried one of his Blue Nadon sweets one time, and those cupcakes were insanely good. I was like, oh, I should have bought like a whole 24 pack. But let me see. I'm gonna log off here in about 4 minutes once I hit the 200 mark. But I just wanted to say thank you for everyone for jumping on and enjoying my live. I love doing live cooking, man, because I get to feel more interactive with everyone. And as I always tell people, when I do live cooking, I like to share recipes that are very simple to make, and I like to explain every step of the way on how to do it, because I believe there are people out there that want to eat healthy, but they don't know where to start, and they don't know what to eat. As you can see, I'm a lean guy. I'm not skinny. I still have a little bit of a gut, but I'm very lean, and I take care of myself, and I take vitamins and whatnot. But I know what to eat. I know what to eat to keep my lean body. So that's why I come on here, so I can do recipes for people that want to take good care of themselves and make decent choices when it comes to eating food, because I think when it comes to eating food, it should be healthy, but at the same time, it should be delicious. I want to thank everyone for jumping on, man. And I know Christmas was concerned for me about doing her live because she was planning on going live. But like I said, I want everyone to succeed. You shouldn't feel pressured to not go live because someone else is going live. I believe everyone should go live regardless of who's going live, because everyone wants to see other people, and different personalities attract certain people, and people want to see other things, like on TV, for example. Some people might want to watch CNN, and some people want to watch Cartoon Network, or people want to watch the Discovery Channel or the Sci-Fi Channel. Imagine if that were like that. If only the Sci-Fi Channel was playing all day, and then CNN didn't want to show its channel because Sci-Fi was on all day, But I'm not taking it personally, but I encourage everyone to go live regardless of who's alive, because everyone wants to see everyone else go live. Excuse me. But I want everyone to succeed, so I don't think anyone should feel obligated to not go live because someone else is going live, Go live whenever you want to go live. Because that's what I do. I go live when I go live. And most of the time I've been going live for almost the past 4 days. I've been going live, and I don't care who's on, but I still go live. But if the Aussie family goes live, I'm definitely just gonna stop. I'm gonna stop cold turkey. I'm like, nope. I'm gonna stop right now because I gotta watch the Aussie family. The Aussie family vlogs and cooking. He's coming out Saturday to Windrock, so we're gonna go see him and get some cupcakes. Hey, the Aussie family, are you gonna collab with him? All right, everyone that's still in the chats, the Aussie family will be live tomorrow, and I will not be doing live because I want to catch their live. And I've been going live for almost the past 4 days now, and I think I might need a little break. So yeah, so if you guys, whoever's still on, the Aussie family will be going live tomorrow. So go check them out. That is my cue, everyone. I was just waiting for the 2-hour mark, and I want to thank everyone for logging on, man. We'll be doing chicken curry live. Hey, I'm definitely going to be watching. But I want to thank everyone for logging on and watching my live. If you're here through the whole time, thank you. If you're jumping on and off, then that's cool with me, man. If you're just watching to watch and you like my vibes and you didn't want to call in or comment, I'm cool with that too, man. As long as I have the good vibes going and as long as I can show people my cooking recipe, then we're all good, man. And I thank everyone for supporting my channel, subscribing, and clicking the like button on my videos, man. Because of you, I will continue to keep doing these lives and continue to start cooking for everybody. I'm going to do this at least once a week. So keep your eyes peeled, guys. And I thank everyone for jumping on. And everyone have a good evening, man. Don't be all somehow. All right. I'm out.